free matchmaking venue on the Goat Boat.
Oh, of course, yeah. The Bridge is a great place to find 3v3 games when the Got Next spots are busy on the Goat Boat, or just to play in a cool new environment without squads.
To start a game, use the elevator to the promenade on the silver deck. Head
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Welcome and thank you for spending the... Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Jalen...
family business. Allie, thanks. All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Paul George out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's Bridges in at small forward. And for the Bulls, LeBron James out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Monte Morris. Then there's Damian Lillard. And it's Portis in at the 5, down low. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. These teams feature great front courts, Brent. A little throwback to the old days of the NBA when big men ruled.
Well, the game has become so perimeter-oriented. These guys have a lot of skill, and they're going to be able to operate inside a phone booth, and we'll see if these big guys can find a way to dominate uniquely in the way that they bring their offensive prowess.
A shot by James, no good. Simmons against Lillard from 11 feet away. Simmons with the bucket.
Great sign for this team. When Simmons is making shots outside the key, he pretty much is unstoppable.
James passes to Lillard. Lets the three fly. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami with the ball. Brogdon finds Adebayo. Outside for Brogdon. 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Oh, cranks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside.
Think about well-constructed teams and themes that go with that. The Miami Heat certainly leap to mind. Their front office has just done a great job of assembling a deep roster that fits their mentality.
Well, you would know the depth of the Miami bench is certainly felt in the strength of their second unit.
Yeah, when the starters sit down, Miami doesn't lose much. There's a tremendous combination of skill and playability that they lean on throughout the course of the regular season. And the bench certainly makes big contributions with their minutes.
Gafford, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo.
Voted one of the top 75 NBA players of all time. We should be enjoying the seasons that Damian Lillard is putting up in the next couple years.
Now here's Mobley. 17 points in his last outing.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Lillard. It's a 3-point game. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You look at the resume of one Damian Lillard, and there's just no shortage of clutch moments and amazing individual performances in big playoff games.
And he makes a first. And with Lillard, he has to be considered among the best point guards of this generation, Brent.
Well, he said some interesting things with regards to comparisons, B.A. There's only one player at his position that he can accept being ranked behind, and that's Steph Curry. You talk about two guys up in the stratosphere of where point guards of today's game are playing, and Dame is sitting on that cloud 9 with Steph.
Brogdon with a bucket.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
Now here's Morris. Portis with a screen on Brogdon. Morris passes to Bridges. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist. And it's a tie ball game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Brogdon. Chicago grabs the miss. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat. Came out with a victory.
They really threw their weight around last time. They got to the free throw line a lot, and it helped secure the win.
No doubt that's what made the difference. The aggression they showed, attacking, drawing contact. They got them points at the line and made foul trouble a big concern on the other side.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Gafford. It's deflected.
How about the reach from Portis there?
Now James. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
Lest us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Brogdon against Morris. And here's Mobley. And here's Gafford. Outside Brogdon. Again, the Heat misses.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
In transition, here they come. Stolen by Bridges. Brogdon against Morris. This James on the wing. Out to Portis.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Lillard outside. Launches a 3. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Lillard's got 6.
You just can't give Lillard an inch out there. He's going to shoot that one incredibly fast.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. In third, the Bulls. The Heat in fifth.
You know, you really didn't want to send either team to the line if you had any ideas about winning.
Ayton against Bagley. Pass to Porter. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. The 3 from Suggs. That one doesn't drop. And it's Chicago the other way. Hachimura, the pass to Brunson. 1:19 left in the first quarter. Beal outside. Second chance effort. The shot no good. Ooh, good D by Bagley. The Heat have gone 3 of 8 so far. Here's Banchero. Brunson defending. Pass to Porter. Here's Suggs. Here's Banchero. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Beal finds Mitchell. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, they've done quality work on the offensive glass.
Miami trailing. Simmons with it. Pass to Bagley. There's 21 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Banchero. The shot from 20 feet out. They grab their own miss. Hachimura, the pass to Mitchell. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so it's the Chicago Bulls closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. More 2K action in just a moment. Enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
The tally on the offensive rebounds right now has been really impressive. They've just been in the right spot at the right time and getting those putbacks.
We've got LeBron James. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Nice shot by George.
Paul George has such a deep bag on the offensive end, a polished scorer, and tough to keep him away from hot spots on the floor.
They get it again. James on the wing. Mitchell fires from deep. Gordon pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Oh, guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Miami is very efficient. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "You want to maximize your offense in all the different ways in your menu without feeling like you're taking turns." I don't think anyone would say that about our team. They're an unselfish group that likes sharing the ball, and they enjoy each other's success. Brian?
Allie, thank you. George outside. That one drops for him. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night. It feels like once you get a taste of winning, you never want that to end, Grant.
But the reality is, for most franchises, it does end for long periods of time. I hope the fans do appreciate this current Bulls team. There's something to be proud of.
Chicago making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Miles Bridges comes in for James. And Lillard subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Screen by Bridges. Takes the 3. No luck on that one. And Miami will go the other way with it. Here's Suggs. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Adebayo. And it's all tied up.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Brunson passes to Lillard. It's hauled in by the Heat. George outside. Adebayo, a screen on Bridges. Bridges passes to Adebayo. And stolen by Brunson. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Paul George pulls down the board. The Heat have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start of the second. Beyond the arc. And again, Miami with a triple. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
And that is exactly how you run it. Portis with the setup, position himself well.
And the Heat call time here.
The 12th overall pick back in 2018. Miles Bridges was part of a loaded lottery. Guys like Luka, Trae Young, SGA also part of that class.
Some changes for Chicago. Beal comes in for Hachimura, and it's Morris in for Brunson. Now here's Gordon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Back to Mobley. Pass to Brogdon. Bridges outside. Just 4 to shoot. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. And Graham, looking at the 18 lottery, they are the future of this league.
Yes, they are. I mean, obviously, we've seen Trae and Luka play at an MVP level. Other stars like DeAndre Ayton, Triple J, SGA, really just a special group.
Now here's Bridges. Mobley passes to Bridges. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
You're not going to be perfect. For the most part, they've really taken care of the ball.
Ayton, he's checked in for Lillard. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Miami. Ben Simmons comes in for Bridges. Bridges, a screen on Simmons. And it's Morris penetrating. Three-pointer, Bridges knocks down the triple. Bridges has got 6 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Terrific playmaking from Simmons, getting the ball into his hands off a wide-open shooter.
Morris finds Bridges. Portis a screen. Bridges misses. The Heat with the lead. Now here's Simmons. 1:03 left in the second quarter. Hold. Back to Simmons. Pass to Brogdon. The 3. No luck on that one. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Beal outside. Beal with a screen on Simmons. Morris with it. Now guarded by Brogdon. Bridges against Porter. Bridges on the attack. Here's Ayton. And it's Miami with a rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Brogdon against Beal. Portis with a screen on Brogdon. Beal from outside. The shot misses. Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force.
Greetings.
These two have been great. Locking horns, you know, like those battering rams you see on the Navy.
Now back to our game. Pretty impressive first half for the Miami Heat. Thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Ben Simmons is out there with Paul George. Then there's Mobley. Then there's Banchero. And it's Adebayo in at the center position, locking down the middle.
You look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to James. Driving inside. Adebayo with the rejection. George passes to Simmons. Adebayo, a screen on Portis. Bridges outside. Adebayo against Portis. And that one drops for him. Adebayo's gotten his second bucket.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's George. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
The early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
Hachimura's checked in for Chicago. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Morris.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert. You know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
Now, here is James. Drives to the hoop. Shoots over Mobley. And stolen by Bridges. Simmons, the pass to George. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 4 assists in the game. And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit. But, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. The Bulls third.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
On defense, the Bulls. Trailing by 13. Back to George. Pass to Bridges. George outside. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Some changes for Chicago. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Portis. And Brunson is subbed in for Lillard. Bagley's checked in for Miami. Gordon comes in for Simmons. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Bagley. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. 6 on the shot clock. George for 3. Rebound by the Bulls.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
James finds Brunson. Back to James. Hachimura sets a screen. Launches it. It's rebounded by George. The Heat have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Down low. Here's Bagley. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Bagley's got his first points of the night.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
James outside. Pass to Mitchell. The 3 is up. That one is off. And the Heat going the other way now. And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. If you look at last year's playoffs, Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson, it's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
Now, here is James. Gets it down to single digits. Brunson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Chicago. So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Gafford, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Banchero comes in for Bagley. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Gordon. And Brogdon is subbed in for Paul George. Here's Brogdon. Gafford with a screen on Brunson. Back to Bridges. For three. And it's Brunson with the rebound. Chicago has gone 2 for 5 from three since halftime. A shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Brogdon. Porter the pass to Brogdon. Gafford the screen. Back to Porter. Here's the three. And again, the Heat missing. Chicago trailing here. Beal with it, now guarded by Brogdon. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Bulls making a switch here. Bridges is checked in. Porter against Mitchell. Porter gets the bucket. And the Heat lead by 11.
Porter showing just great body control that time, taking the hit, but he keeps his eyes on the rim. That helps him score and finish.
Brunson passes to James. Shot is up. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. James has got his second basket of the night. Miami has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Mitchell against Porter. Goes. Count it. Porter's got his second basket of the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Gafford against James. For three. No good.
You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
And so it's the... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Damian Lillard. Miles Bridges is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Bobby Portis, and it's Morris in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Lillard passes to James. Off target from outside.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Simmons finds George. They double-team George. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Miami.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Now here's Morris. Over George. A nice shot by Morris. Here's Simmons. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to George. Adebayo, a screen on Morris. Here's Adebayo, defended by Portis. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, Paul George is great at breaking down the defense, and he does it with the pass that time.
Now Lillard. And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Mobley. Adebayo with it. Portis picks him up. Here's Banchero. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And the Bulls call time here. As impressive as the numbers were for Mobley as a rookie, the consistency stood out the most, Grant.
Yeah, no question, B.A. Mobley shows up and makes an impact every night. He just finds ways to help the team even when the shots aren't there. He's the type of player that fits with any system.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Knocked away. Morris passes to Lillard. Over Simmons. The Bulls with another miss. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Back to Adebayo. Pass to Simmons. Simmons is doubled. Adebayo with it. From deep, Mobley. That shot, no good. The Bulls have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Morris with it, picked up by Simmons. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game. Bridges finds Lillard. Back to Bridges. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up at 3.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
The Heat making a switch here. Bridges is checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He spoke to his club like they were down in the score. He told them, quote, "We haven't won anything yet. Don't go easy. We've had all the leads like this, and we've seen them evaporate quickly." Coach bringing the urgency. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
George. The shot no good. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Portis with a screen on Simmons. Pass to James. Shoots over Bridges. Portis had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Morris. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
Mitchell's checked in for Chicago. The first free throw is good.
Bridges is shooting a high percentage, and the game really does come naturally to him.
Bridges hits them both.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
James, that's good.
And this is what he does so well, putting the defender back on his heels and being relentless in flying to the basket.
Miami's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. George against Mitchell. Now here's George. He's guarded closely. Off with the layup. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted. That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Mitchell, the pass to Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Yeah, and Portis needs to be pushed away from the rim. That's too easy.
George against Mitchell. Bridges outside. Pass to Simmons. over Lillard. Nice shot by Simmons. And the Heat lead by 10.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Heat.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough. And, of course, they closed strong.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And this is an even matchup, 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Paul George.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Drills it from deep.
When you need a bucket, look to a guy like Mitchell. He's so effective on the floor at finding his scoring opportunities.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
14 foul. Shooting for Miami, Ben Simmons.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
James passes to Lillard. Oh, he nails it! And now they trail by just 4.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
And so they foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And there's James from the arc. He can't get that one to fall. The Heat go the other way with it. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And the Adebayo experiment has been pretty awesome to watch just because it's gone nuclear. All the skills and his hard work paying off now.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. 26 seconds left in the game. Lillard can't get it to go. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
George outside. So the Heat win it. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Mixed, I'm handshaking, but most of y'all can't help me. Y'all just dress like it. I caught the vibe that y'all giving off, and I'm trying to make myself less like it. This chick got a little Porsche body. I might let the bro. It's hard for music and stress. And this wave coming up next out it. Round and hurt Tesla. Hanging both of my legs out it like, what's up? I got stakes and they too high now, I can't. I like girls that's down to earth, so don't be stuck up. I don't take L's, I give them out and I chuck them up. First listen, they hearing like what the 10 toes, that's my MO. Fam over gram, that's my MO. Close friends, I got friends that I keep.
Oh, say does that.
Yeah, you go again. You wouldn't know you're.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K. Dave.
Thank you, Kevin.
He's unbelievable. Hall of Famer in every way. Thank you, David. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Darius Garland is out there with Fox. Then it's Harden. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4. And for the Magic, Zion Williamson is out there with Desmond Bane. And there's Jared Allen. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Edwards in at the 2. And opening day is here. So, what are these players right now, Greg, feeling as they tip off this brand new season?
Mostly excitement. I mean, this is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
Tate, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak.
Chris Paul's a player who's more physical than he appears, and he looks for contact. He's become very good at finishing off bumps.
Now, here's Fox, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Outside Garland. Off target from three-point range. Tate the pass to Paul. Garland against Edwards. Six on the shot clock. Outside, Bane over Harden. Bane, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The wide open look here for Garland. And another miss by Cleveland. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Magic. Tate the pass to Paul, and Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Whiteside's checked in for Capella.
In for the Cavaliers.
And the pass to Tate. Over Whiteside, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, for a guy who went undrafted, Jayshawn Tate made a name for himself really fast. It took him 2 years to break in the league, and there's no looking back now. He's really established himself as a quality player in the NBA.
And love hearing about guys like Tate. That they don't give up on their dream no matter how the draft goes.
Yeah, that's always inspiring to see. And uplifting. I mean, I know Jayshawn. Tell you what, his energy, his defense, his scoring punch now, which he's refined, qualities every team would want to have.
Now here's Paul, and it's Allen slamming it down.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
Here's Fox. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Garland. Yep, that one goes.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Paul. Left side, Edwards. Got it. Good job in the low post.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Paul against Fox. Giannis dishes to Whiteside.
Always good to see Giannis get his teammates involved because he knows he can't do it alone.
Fox against Paul. Inside. And slam dunk by Allen.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Giannis sets a screen for Harden. They get it back. And to Kumbo. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
You know, gifted with what seems to be a limitless reach. The Greek Freak can get to offensive rebounds that most others only think about getting to.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
Let's check out the stats for Hardaway. Some last season stats for him. Came in about 14 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
Now Hardaway, following the miss by Gary Harris from deep. All taking his time here. His 3-pointers off the mark. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. They trail by 1. Outside, Hero. Passes it to Harris. Grant with a screen on Hardaway. Here's Harris. Wagner trying to get open. It's tipped. All with it. Takes a 3. Wiseman with the rebound.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Hard, he's checked in for the match. Abdiaz checked in for the Cavaliers. Feeds it to Grant. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Wagner with a screen for Hero. A 3-pointer off the mark. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Outside, Wall. Valanciunas sets a screen for Wall. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Wall's got 6.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Grant with a screen on Wall. Hero, no good.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Vanderbilt. Second shot opportunity, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Cleveland. First trip to the line for him here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And, guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Shot's good by Hero.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feed.
Curry kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Hart. For 3, and the 3 ball is good.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close.
Please give a big round of applause for your Magic Youth Dance Team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from 3-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Garland is out there with Harden. Then there's Holmgren. Then it's Avdia. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. 5 on the clock, and the basket by Harden.
You know, usually Harden is at the rim or behind the arc, but he's got that mid-range game in his bag, too.
A unique type of player. Chet with great length and skill, but the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
Place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks.
Did you guys see that? My goodness, Allen got crazy talent.
Harden against Bain. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. Back to Antetokounmpo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Tate, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. Hardaway is subbed in for Seth Curry. Hardaway for three. The Cavaliers pull it in. Last time they met in Cleveland.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Yeah, it was really simple. I mean, you look at the numbers, they did a better job of knocking down the free throws.
Garland surveying the D. Giannis is double. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. And that's 10 points for Giannis.
Boy, once Giannis gets the ball in the painted area, Antetokounmpo is really almost automatic.
Now Hardaway. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's tipped. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead. And you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Garland against Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. Shot clock at 6. Wall, that's a two-pointer. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Fox from outside. Here's Capella. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
Allen outside. Pass to Bain. Back to Allen. And stolen by Whiteside. Here's Fox. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Wall. The pass to Allen.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Edwards. There's the 3. He doesn't hit that one. The Cavaliers on offense. They're on a 12-4 run.
And there's one area where the Cavs have been very good the past few seasons. That's the draft. They've made some terrific picks in terms of personnel.
Tate finds Wall. Bain with it. Allen with the screen for Bain. The Magic again can't hit. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Right side, Fox. Outside Garland over Edwards. Tate with the rebound. You're right, GA, they have, and the draft's been essential to the rebuild effort in Cleveland.
And they've been so smart about it. You look at the guys they brought in, Mobley, Garland, Sexton. They nailed just about every one of their selections.
Allen, a screen on right side. Edwards can't hit. Cleveland leading by 4. Garland with it. He's picked up by Wall. Right side a screen. And here's Garland for 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And Tate gets it to go.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Here's Fox. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. On the wing, Harris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cavaliers lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K.
Hello and welcome. And as we look ahead on our schedule. And moving on to the Cavaliers' first half. It's a close. And that's all for us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
They've got Jonas Valanciunas, Anthony Edwards out there with Paul, and there's Jared Allen. And it's Bane in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. For the lead, out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Number 1, Chris Paul. James Harden is second.
And really 2 terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
And Orlando making a change here. Williamson's checked in.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around, really doesn't faze him, doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does. Never good to lose a player to fouls, but fortunately, he's not the only talent they have. They've got other guys that can fill his spot.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
And Orlando making a change here. Curry's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Wagner's checked in. Clark, hasn't the Magic had some of the worst injury luck in this NBA the last couple seasons?
Certainly have, Kevin. And this is a team that has been trying to develop young players. They've been somewhat stifled because of injury. And I think the best way to grow is through young players. And you've got to give them reps, playing games. So it's been frustrating for Orlando to have these outstanding young talents be thwarted by injury.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for Orlando. Curry's shot is off. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A 2-point game. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Here's Harden. And he can't bank that one in. Well, Orlando shooting well. 50% from the floor. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Hero. And Paul gets it to go in.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
Nice job by James Harden knocking that one down, making use of those short corner three-point shooting spots.
Dort, he's checked in for Jared Allen. And Cleveland also making a change. Weissman's checked in. Here's Dort. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Harden the pass to Antetokounmpo. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That one on Dort.
Giannis is taking it up a notch here, and he's always one of the more consistent players in the league, night in and night out, and he's getting it done tonight.
Hardaway's checked in for Chris Paul. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for James Harden.
Well, James Harden's still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
Over in the corner, Dort. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Dort's got 5 points in the quarter.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Hero from long range. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. And Greg Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injury. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well.
Giannis dunks it down.
Giannis powering his way on the jam there. Well done.
Hardaway passes to Curry. No good from outside. The Cavaliers leading by 3. On the wing, Giannis. Guarded by Hardaway. And Seth Curry is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
The Magic making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, Holmgren comes in for Weissman. And Avdia is subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hero, that's a 2-pointer. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Magic have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Curry. Now here's Hart. Defense right on him. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Grant kicks to Hero. There's the feed to Avdia. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. They grab their own miss. Grant, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Valanciunas. The rebound by Grant. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Outside, Hero. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hardaway kicks to Curry. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Cavaliers have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Now, here's Avdia. Defended by Dort. Hardaway against Hero. And the dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill. I mean, tremendous athleticism from the Syracuse alone.
Now, here's Hart. Guarded closer. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from George.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Snatched up. Hero kicks to Holmgren. Hardaway against Wagner. Outside, Hero. Lets it go from deep. Orlando grabs the miss. We can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 4. 2K Sports, back in. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Cleveland leading by 4. So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got De'Aaron Fox. Harden out there with James Wiseman. Then there's Garland. And it's Capella in at center.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Allen. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. High, arcing shot, and Allen with the layup.
You know, because Allen is so quick with his feet getting out of setting the screen, it makes him hard to guard in the pick and rolls.
Fox a screen on Bain. Harden the pass to Capella. Fox kicks to Harden. Capella with a screen on Edwards. Here's Garland. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Capella's such a good roller after setting the screen. It's hard to defend him in the screen and roll.
Ball outside. Back to Edwards. Allen a screen on Garland. And here's Edwards from the arc. Sinks the triple.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Outside Garland. Pass to Capella. The dish to Harden. Kicks it to Wiseman. Back from outside. Orlando grabs the miss.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And Paul gets it to go in.
Nice work by Paul, as usual, in that mid-range area. So effective there.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Magic. And Cleveland also making a change. Giannis, he's checked in for Wiseman. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Thanks so much, David. Edwards with it. Garland picks him up. And they'll get another chance. Here's Allen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And, you know, when Allen gets this positioning, the defense is in trouble, which in turn forces them to commit the foul.
Whiteside's checked in for Cleveland.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Edwards. And he banks in the layup. Edwards got it all tied up now for Orlando.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
To the middle. And Giannis gets it to go on the assist from Harden. Giannis has got 10 points here in the second half. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Cavaliers making a switch here. Heroes checked in. Here is Paul. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The Magic again can't hit. And so Giannis will bring it up for Cleveland. The lead is 2. Harden against Bane. Harden can't hit.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Edwards passes to Allen. Bane kicks to Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Fox. Paul for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Tell you what, it's pretty obvious why CP3 is the man they rely on in these big moments. I mean, he's courageous, fearless, and productive.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 1. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. And Orlando making a change here. Dort's checked in. Whiteside sets the pick for Fox. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Harden has a wide open look. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter. And here is Paul. Allen with the screen for Paul. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And that's a bounce-back 3, and they're back in the lead.
The crowd has started to get nervous, but now they're just fired up. An incredible ball game going down the stretch.
Here's Antetokounmpo. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
Oh, and it's blocked by Whiteside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dort. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And it's the Magic with the ball. They trail by 1. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Ball against Fox. There's Hero with the 3. Knocks down the 3.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Ball against Fox. Ball passes to Allen. Yes!
And, you know, games like this really boost Allen's confidence. I mean, and that feeds on itself. He'll become more aggressive moving forward as a result.
Fox, the bounce pass. Antetokounmpo finds Grant. Money!
Great sprint that time from Grant. The game up in the air. He really looks comfortable being the guy to take the big shot.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Edwards passes to Paul. Out to Edwards. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Timeout called. Cleveland. They're up by 1. 19 seconds left in the game. And here are the Cavaliers now. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
The evolution of Giannis has been remarkable to watch, including him wanting to take over in the important spots in games.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
They've got to go all out trying to force a turnover here.
Paul with the ball. The 3. Misses the tray. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers pulling it out. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Yeah, word around town. Heard you get around. Get the from around. You ain't in front of town.
Jambo. What is at stake for us? Kicking up Congress. Yeah, we could be superstars. Oh, say does that.
Happy holidays, everyone. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Brian. Spurs coach Greg Popovich.
No question about that, Allie. Thank you. And a moment to check out who the San Antonio Spurs have coming up. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Eric Bledsoe and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the Orlando Magic. Now Atlanta's starting five. They've got Kyrie Irving, Zach LaVine out there with Green. Then there's Al Horford. And it's Gay in at the 2. And for San Antonio, DeMar DeRozan is out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Johnson in at the power forward position. And so it begins a brand new season, Richard. What are some of your headlines?
I think we're going to see less small ball. I think we're getting back to a little bit more of a physical game. We're kind of seeing the reemergence of the dominant big man. Not just the big man, the dominant big man. And I expect that to continue.
Here's DeRozan following the score by Atlanta. Lets it go from 11. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Buries the easy one.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
Now here's DeRozan. Markkanen with a screen on Irving. Inside, here's Johnson. Rebound Atlanta. Outside LaVine. And that comes off the assist by Green.
And since being drafted in 2014, LaVine has put in the work to get his three-point shot where he likes it. Really upgrading that deep game.
Here's Embiid. Last game, he had 28 points. DeRozan passes to Thompson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Now here's Irving. Outside for LaVine. From deep, Gay. He drops it from range.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes. Yeah, you know, guys, he was selected all the way back in 2006. But Rudy Gay is still going. One of the final players from the draft class active in the league.
Johnson finds Markkanen. DeRozan for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
You could see his confidence on that shot. DeMar DeRozan catches it, fires it without a pause.
Outside Irving. Gay, a screen on DeRozan. Irving for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And for Rudy Gay, over 15 years in the league, Grant, how is he still effective?
Well, B.A., Rudy has changed the way he plays over the years. He came into the NBA exclusively playing the 3. Now he's a power forward. Even runs a bit as a small ball center as well. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Gay. Misses the three. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Embiid passes to Markkanen. Back to Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He nails it, and we're tied.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Atlanta calls timeout. So San Antonio ends up going with a new group. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. Fourth, the Hawks.
Yeah, last season, this team had very few weak links at the free throw line, and that consistency added up to a sizable advantage.
Outside Russell. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. San Antonio has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Siakam. Up top, Brown. Wide open. Again, the Spurs score.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Russell. Atlanta again missing.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. A bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah. You know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Russell to pass to Anunoby. They need this. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Outside, Brown. Picked by Pirtle. Kicks it out to Siakam. Pass to Alvarado. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance.
I just love the ball movement.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Now here's Russell. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Brown with it, and it's Kuzma picking him up. Pass to Alvarado, stolen by Russell. On the wing, Payton to the inside, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Vassell. In the game against Houston, very impressive. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks.
Coming onto the floor for the Hawks,
12 seconds left to play in the first. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Kuzma. Shoots over Brown. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Spurs. They're up by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for San Antonio. San Antonio leading
Well, the 27th pick in 2017, Kyle Kuzma made first-team All-Rookie. He was displaying just sort of significantly better shooting in the pros than he did in college at Utah.
They've got Johnson. Drew Holiday out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. And Levine, here we go. Here's Prince. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Prince has got 5 now. Well, you look at Kuzma's shooting percentages. His rookie season, still his most efficient, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he stayed at about that same level. But as an offensive-minded player, if he can progress a little, that would certainly help his value. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Thompson finds Vassell. From downtown. Here's Embiid. And that one's long. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Rozier with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Now Green. Back to Rozier. No good on the 3. San Antonio's gone 5 of 8 from outside the 3-point line in this one. Oh, they get a hand on it. Holiday up top, pounded by Rozier. And here's Thompson for 3. Buries it from 3. Thompson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Whenever the ball leaves Klay's hands, it is the same every single time. You always feel like it's going in. He's that good of a shooter.
And the Spurs with some changes. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Embiid. Markkanen comes in for Vassell. And DeRozan is subbed in for Holiday. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Horford, he's checked in for Stewart. OG Anunoby comes in for Prince. Russell's checked in for Levine. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Rozier. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Green for 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Siakam outside. Pass to DeRozan. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. San Antonio's got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the 3-point line in the second. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Irving. Pass to Anunoby. Outside, Green. Horford against Siakam. Horford passes to Russell. Shot to end the cold streak. Rebounded by Johnson.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Markkanen with a screen on Irving. Now here's Thompson. Markkanen finds DeRozan. Here's Johnson. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Pass to Horford. Let's go with a 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Pirtle's checked in for Johnson. Brown comes in for Markkanen. Drew Holiday's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Alvarado's subbed in for DeRozan. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Dedmon's checked in for Draymond Green. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anunoby. Gay's checked in for Russell. And Payton is subbed in for Irving.
You can see the length come into play whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
Pascal Siakam at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one misses. Terry Rozier, he's checked in for Horford. He hits the second from the line. Boy, this Hawks squad is struggling. 52 seconds left in the first half of this one. Pass to Payton. Excellent D there from Siakam.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Sinks the tray. Holiday's got 9 points in the quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Gay. Clock at 6. The Hawks need to get one up here. Three-pointer Rozier. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And the Hawks making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Alvarado. Pass to Embiid. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so the San Antonio Spurs out in front by 19 going into the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a... Okay, Allie, appreciate it.
Welcome. First up.
Great battle between these two. They take a lot of...
And now let's talk about the first half we just watched. A fantastic performance for the Spurs.
You know what's interesting about their perimeter game?
No, tell me.
Well, the defense has adjusted. But those shooters, they only need a little bit of room to operate.
And hard to stop them once they get into their rhythm. That does it for half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Drew Holiday.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
On the court for the Hawks, we've got Al Horford, Rudy Gay out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Green, and it's Levine in at the small forward.
And we've seen the Spurs part ways with some of their best veterans. It really speaks to the talent at the top of the 2023 NBA draft. Savvy organizations like San Antonio will time their rebuilds to the years when the draft boasts some of those elite prospects.
Embiid, a screen on Levine. DeRozan passes to Embiid. There's the drive, and then Embiid with the dunk.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Outside Irving. Outside for Green. From deep. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
The three from Thompson. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Atlanta calls timeout. All right, Richard, I was looking over your accomplishments, doing a little extra prep on it. An NBA title with the Cavs, a state title in high school, and almost won it all in college at Arizona. Is that the one what-if in your career?
Oh, no. Thank you for bringing those up. But, yeah, I have tons of what-ifs. I have, obviously the college championship. I also got Athens in the 04. And, look, just for giggles, I also like to talk about the 2 times I lost in the NBA Finals going against Shaq and Kobe, then Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili. But the funny thing is, it's not like they didn't have Hall of Fame head coaches. It was only Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich. So, I've run into a few buzzsaws in my day.
DeRozan passes to Markkanen. 5 on the clock. DeRozan outside. There's the three. Cassell's shot is good. Cassell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Gay, the pass to Green. Offensive board. Irving for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 7 points.
When you play with stars like LeBron, Harden, KD, look, Kyrie has learned how to operate off the ball.
Markkanen, the pass to DeRozan. Vassell outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter.
And it seems wherever Horford has gone during his career, his teammates really enjoy playing with him. A testament to his leadership.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Markkanen sets a screen. Pass to Vassell. The 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. You can tell Horford's teammates look up to him. He's an accomplished veteran with a lot of experience and knowledge, Richard.
Yeah, he's just so selfless. The kind of guy who actively tries to make his teammates better. Just a terrific glue guy.
And Horford gets it to go.
The playmaking ability of Kyrie Irving. This man just excels at finding ways to get the ball to his guys.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. And a quick pause here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and check out last season's best shot blockers. 5th is Jakob Poeltl.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
To the inside. Siakam, that's good. He's got 5.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
Now Rozier. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Picked by Stewart. Russell from outside. Not going to go that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Siakam outside. 1:41 left in the third quarter. Here's Alvarado. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
And the Hawks making a change here. Payton's checked in.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Hawks. Gary Payton is second.
Stewart, the pass to Payton. Rozier with it. And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Payton, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And Richard, the Spurs trying to rebuild without bottoming out. That's one of the hardest things to do in the NBA, I think.
And they've got a lot of intriguing young players, but you need superstar talent to win in this league, and San Antonio is still in search of that.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
To win the run, Brown with the block. And he gets it back. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Outside Holiday. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Pirtle. Got it. Good job in the low post.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Pure from three-point range.
An improved shooter from downtown. Rozier has been consistent in adding this to his game over the years.
Here's Siakam. He gets it off. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. Vassell can't get it to go.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Payton passes to Levine. From deep, Gay. The rebound by Klay Thompson. Well, the Spurs shooting continues to impress. 65% from the field. Now here's Holiday. Back to Thompson. Up top, Vassell. On the wing, Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Reed sets a screen. And Drew Holiday hits from deep.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Payton passes to Dedmon. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Gay against Hunter. Outside for Levine. Counted from distance.
The response. Levine hitting that three right back at you.
Thompson outside. And for players, greatness can be defined so many ways, but giving back has to be a component of that. Wouldn't you say, Grant?
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. In BA, I agree 100%. Players today understand the impact that they can have on others. I love that about the league, the players, the coaches, everyone involved, using this gift to make a change and a positive impact throughout the world.
Vassell finds Holiday. Tipped away. Vassell outside. From deep. He's off on that one. And Atlanta will go the other way with it.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Here's Levine. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, one thing Levine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
And he knocks down the first one.
On the offensive end, Zach LaVine plays with just such confidence. He knows that the team counts on him for production, so he goes out and he gets it.
Embiid, he's checked in for San Antonio. DeRozan comes in for Holiday. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Russell's checked in for Payton.
Hey, that's just their first turnover. Overall, They've done a great job taking care of the ball.
A different look for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Reed, and Markkanen subbed in for Hunter. Now, Levine is certainly one of the more prolific scorers, Richard.
Yeah, his shooting has put him in the top 20 scorers in this league in back-to-back seasons. With more on the way, I'm pretty sure. He makes it just look so easy, just effortless sometimes. It's just like he's doing his job.
Pass to Markkanen. Up and over Russell. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. From the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds in the game. DeRozan outside. Markkanen with a screen on Russell. Pass to Johnson. Out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball. Pascal Siakam. He's checked in for San Antonio. Thompson comes in for Vassell.
Pascal Siakam. Klay Thompson.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside Irving. Horford, a screen on Thompson. Irving for 3. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. The Spurs have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. DeRozan against Russell. Trying to get back on track. The kick out to Johnson. Irving against Thompson. On the wing, DeRozan. Double team on DeRozan. Spurs need to get one up here. Here's Siakam. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Well, Grant, I know you collect art, so we've been hearing all about these NFTs that teams and players are creating. I'm going to need a little instructional here. What's it all about?
Oh, VA, first of all, memorabilia and collectibles have always been around. But yes, NFTs have taken it to a whole nother level. And yes, I do have an NFT. I don't fully understand it, so I can't explain it to you. But I know it's the next big thing, that's for sure.
The shot by Russell, no good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Spurs.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Drew Holiday.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Stewart against Siakam. DeRozan outside. From deep 3-point range. The rebound by Stewart. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Gay outside. "12 seconds left in the fourth. Picked by Prince from behind the arc. San Antonio with a rebound. DeRozan outside. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For our terrific
Why should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it send my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Ay, give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need to make I look pity. You won't make us sing me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body bad can make you for Ghana. Here, dancing for me, baby, pan. Come and give me show.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, TA. So the opening lineup for the Suns. We've got Brandon Clark. Smart is out there with Butler. Then there's Bradley, and it's Crowder in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, Wood out there with Barnes. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then it's Curry. And it's Halliburton in at the shooting guard position. And Brent, finally it's here, the first game of the season. These players like us look like they were itching to get this game underway.
Oh man, all the preparation, the training camp, the taping, the icing, the stretching, the coaching, let's get it going. Guys are ready to start this long marathon. We'll see who can come out on top.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And while it took Brandon Ingram some time, he has really turned into an incredible player.
Well, he's an amazing scorer. He's adding that ability to pass the ball and see the floor. So often you hear about players talking about the game slowing down. Well, for Ingram, it's getting to a snail's pace.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Suns. Both free throws, good for Ingram.
Just thinking aloud about the best teams of my lifetime, that 2017 Warriors are way up there. That first year KD was with Golden State.
Now here's Leonard. Goes up from the top of the key, and that one hits back iron.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Curry passes to Barnes. Leonard with the steal. About a minute played so far here in the first. Smart against Halliburton. And stolen by Barnes. Now the pass to Curry. Oh, good with the triple. And the title-winning 2017 Warriors, Brent Berry, what made them special?
Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. I mean, all these guys in their prime, Kevin, but to me, it's what Steve created there stylistically. The fact that they played with so much freedom and so much enjoyment. You don't see that all that often. And so the Warriors reaching the crown with that kind of consistency and character, that's what made it special.
And here's Halliburton after Marcus Smart got his shot to go from deep. Wood with the screen for Ingram. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Wood can't hit. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Clark kicks to Butler. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Smart deciding where to go with it. Leonard with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Warriors. Clark finds Butler. Clark, a screen on Halliburton. Shot from 12. 4 on the clock. Leonard, that's for 2. Can't nail the jumper.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5 in that rim shrinking
Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And Halliburton just sees the play before the play.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 1. He kicks it to Leonard. Back to Butler. Clark sets a screen for Butler. A second chance effort. Nice jump shot. Good.
Well, the mid-range game right now is doing a lot of damage to this defense, courtesy of Jimmy Butler.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Halliburton passes to Ingram. Misses the 3. For Phoenix, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Butler kicks to Clark. Outside Leonard. Clark, a screen on Ingram. And here's Leonard from 3. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And checking out the numbers for Ingram. Great showing for him last season. Last season, how about 22 points per? 5 assists and 6 rebounds. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Christian Wood. Harris comes in for Scotty Barnes. Poole's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Halliburton. Now, here's Melton. 8 points his last outing. Here's Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And Drummond can sit on that weak side block or in front of the rim and just be a tough guy to move out from the lane. He'll get those offensive rebounds.
Rubio against Lowry. Rubio dishes to Bogdanovich. They swipe it. And they're pushing it up. Here's Melton. And he lays it straight in.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that. You see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Now, here's Rubio. Down low. Here's Poole. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
Here's Melton. No good. Good D by Rubio. Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Bogdanovich, no luck.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Left side, Anderson. Lays it up off the glass.
Anderson finishing through contact. I like to see him make the mid-air adjustment to get that ball off.
Poole, the pass to Harris. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors with some changes. Anthony comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Simons in for Jordan Poole. Phoenix also making some changes. Baca comes in for Andre Drummond. And Martin subbed in for Anderson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Now into the lineup for your Warriors, Marcus Morris Sr.
15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Excellent D there from Anthony. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Suns lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2.
Give it up for your Warriors U15.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Harris is out there with Anthony. Then it's Curry. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Morris in at the 5 spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Lowry with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Lowry kicks to Martin. Here's Smart. Nailed from three-point land. Smart's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns. And so here is Golden State. Passes to Simons. Curry outside. The rebound by Ibaka.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
It's to Curry. Kicks to Anthony. Simons surveying the D. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Buries it from three-point range.
A solid three-point marksman. Harris has that inside-outside offensive game.
It's Martin on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 7.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Different look here for the Warriors. Wood, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Scotty Barnes comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Ingram, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Halliburton subbed in for Anthony Simons. Drummond's checked in for the Suns. Kyle Anderson comes in for Caleb Martin. Here's Curry with the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
And really the last guy that you like to see comfortable shooting the ball is Stephen Curry. Just automatic.
And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game. Butler, he's checked in for Phoenix.
Sun South, Jimmy Butler.
Just 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, a fierce competitor. Jimmy Butler puts his heart and soul into the game.
There are not a lot of opponents or players in this league that are going to outwork Jimmy Butler, and he does. He impacts the game in so many ways, and he's all about winning.
First free throw is good. And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Crowder. Good on the second free throw.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Drummond with a screen on Halliburton. Butler finds Drummond. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Drummond's got his second basket of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Barnes passes to Poole. Back to Barnes. Golden State moving the ball around. Fires from deep. Poole, no good. Phoenix leading by 6. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. GA, thanks. Butler dishes to Smart. Back to Butler. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And the Warriors with some changes. Nurkic checked in for Brandon Ingram. Bogdanovich comes in for Poole. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Halliburton. Phoenix also making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Clark comes in for Anderson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Marcus Smart. Pass to Wood. Outside Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Raptors. Butler passes to Jackson. And he gets the bucket.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Barnes dishes to Nurkic. Back to Barnes. And he makes the 8-footer. Barnes has got his first points in this one.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Butler kicks to Melton. Butler sets a screen for Melton. Can't hit that one. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Now here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there's the pass to Barnes. Takes the three. It's Clark with the rebound. Look at the last game for the Suns. It was a win against the Lakers. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Beyond the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Simons, the pass to Bogdanovich. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
26. Thank you, David, for that interview.
Going off in a different direction. Taking some time now to look at our matchup. And that is it for halftime.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. We've got Bradley, Caleb Martin out there with Clark, and there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Smart in its shooting guard. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Ingram.
Getting more and more consistent, which means more dangerous as Brandon Ingram knocks down 3.
And there's a lot you can say about Golden State's offensive abilities, but their defense is also razor sharp. They know how to control the flow of the game.
Smart dishes to Butler. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Butler against Halliburton. Ingram outside. Launches a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Ingram's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors. And some might go as far, Greg, as saying Golden State's defense is underrated.
It is kind of overlooked at times, and their shooting is so exceptional it hides everything else, like how they can dominate the glass defensively.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Butler from outside. Barnes grabs the miss. Warriors trail by 5. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Halliburton. Ingram outside. Latrey. And another three for Golden State.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Some changes for Golden State. Morris is checked in for Christian Wood. Tobias Harris comes in for Barnes. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Jordan Poole. Phoenix also making some changes. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Clark. Jay Crowder comes in for Caleb Martin. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Butler.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
A shot by Curry, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And one of the many special things about Steph Curry, his loyalty. Sticking with this Warriors franchise since being drafted back in 2009.
And he comes up with the deuce. And the Suns lead by 4.
Yes, but they won drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Pass to Halliburton. And here's Morris for 3. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. And talking about Steph, he is the face of the franchise. And his loyalty is shown.
Steph's been a model citizen, never complains, never causes any issues, willing to work with young teammates. He is the ideal superstar to build around.
A shot by Lowry, no good.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Pass to Curry. Harris a screen on Smart. Curry outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 6.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-pointer.
And it's Tony Bradley with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Warriors with some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Morris. Anthony comes in for Ingram. And it's Bogdanovich in for Halliburton. And then for Phoenix, Anderson, he's checked in for Bradley. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Marcus Smart. Timeout called the Warriors. We've got a moment now to check out how the points have been divided between the starters and the bench for the Suns.
And it's clear that the contributions they've gotten from their reserves has been critical. In a relatively close game like this one, you need everybody to step up and have an impact.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone for the lead. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Anderson's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the pass to Melton. And here is Ibaka. Outside Lowry. Ibaka outside. 5 to shoot for the 3. That's good from Lowry on the assist from Ibaka. And the Suns lead by 4.
His skill set is so valuable on the offensive end. A coach can put him anywhere, and Lowry's going to find a way to impact the play. That time, catch and shoot.
Harris inside the line. Gets an open look and hits. Harris has got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Washington Wizards. And then on Friday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Memphis Grizzlies. Passes it to Nurkic. Bogdanovich looking around. With 3, Harris. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Melton, no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 14-5 run. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. The game now all-time. He's got 8.
Stephen Curry so creative as a finisher on the inside. Right hand, left hand. Will score around the defense.
Jackson, a screen on Bogdanovich. Nobody near Melton. They get it back. Back to Leonard. Another shot. No good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Simons with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Curry gets the bucket.
Defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
And here's Leonard. Jackson, a screen on Bogdanovich. Leonard, and he hits the jump shot. Leonard's got his first points of the game. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Warriors on top as they... And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Barnes. Then it's Ingram. And it's Wood in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, Jimmy Butler committed on getting to the inside. The closer he gets, the more damage he can do.
Ingram outside. Poole on the wing. He's guarded by Melton. The 11-footer. And Poole gets it to go.
And Poole's shot sometimes, man, that thing just looks so pure.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Leonard finds Butler. Jackson, a screen on Halliburton. And that one's good by Butler. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Halliburton against Butler. Ingram outside. Fires the 3. The kick out to Poole. No good on the 3. The Suns leading. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Drummond sets the screen for Butler. He feeds it to Drummond. Back to Butler. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And it's Leonard missing.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Over in the corner, Poole. It's Ingram on the wing. Here's the three. Knocks down the three ball. And the Warriors lead by 2.
And offensively, they finally seem to be coming around after an ugly first half.
And the Suns call time here. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Tony Bradley's checked in for Drummond. Clark comes in for Jackson. Crowder, he's checked in for Leonard. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He said he just wants them to play faster. Feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Butler. Suns moving the ball around. Outside Crowder. Just 5 to shoot. Clark sets a screen for Crowder. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Crowder's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Important for this offense to have a perimeter threat that's being provided for them right now by Jay Crowder.
Curry, good.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Smart passes to Butler. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And Jimmy Buckets is alive.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Halliburton. Wood kicks to Ingram. A three-pointer, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Butler feeling it out a bit. Shot from 12. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And the first thing I thought of, confidence from Clark. Knows his team needs a bucket and goes out and gets it.
Curry kicks to Barnes. Butler against Curry. Wood a screen on Butler to the inside. It's stolen by Bradley. Pass to Smart. Floats it up for Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
And that's Jimmy Butler with a great finish there. Good hands to catch the pass and throw it through.
Curry against Butler. The pass to Halliburton. That's a 2 from Barnes. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Here's Butler. Bradley is screen on Curry. Butler kicks to Clark. Clock at 6. Back to Butler. Lets it go with the 3. Tries to save it, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Warriors trail by 5. Curry way outside, and the Warriors miss again. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Shot by Crowder, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Butler against Curry. Wood a screen on Butler. The shot by Curry, no good. And an intentional foul right there. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. And Stephen Curry with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Butler gives you so much toughness and determination. This guy can really impact what the culture of your team is all about.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 7. 34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
I mean, it's iffy that there's enough time to even get a quick shot and a foul.
.34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Smart against Halliburton. Butler pass to Brandt.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Now Smart. So the Suns win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Alton, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for...
I need your attention.